Squeeze those cheeks and get ready for Under 10 Fitness.
Y'all ready for this?
Goals are glorified guesses. Yeah, that's really all you're doing. When you're setting a goal, you're just making a guess. You can't tell the future. You don't know what's going to happen. So ultimately, every goal is just a guess. However, these guesses are based in reality. They are based on something. Most goals are set because you know or you feel like that might be achievable, based on either something that you've already done or something that you've seen other people do. But let's talk about how we can set some better goals. Again, my name is Drew Smith. I was a personal trainer in a box-style gym for a number of years. I competed in powerlifting. I've studied both the NSCA, the NASM, two very popular certification programs, and then I also have a certification in Z-Health. At the end of the show, I'm also going to talk about a question that was submitted to one of the groups on Facebook, and we'll talk about that at the end. But right now, let's jump into how to set better goals so that you're not guessing as much and you're not defeating the whole purpose. The whole purpose of setting goals is to achieve something. And if your goals are too lofty or too big, you're going to be really discouraged when you don't meet those goals. And especially if you don't meet those goals as fast as you think you're going to meet them. I really like goals that are attendance or experienced based. And when it comes to the gym, those types of goals are, I want to go to the gym X number of times per week. That's an easier goal to achieve. In theory. Of course, if you're busy, you got family, you got a lot of stuff going on, that's not always the easiest goal, but it's an attendance-based thing. So all you have to do is get there. So I like those types of goals. Also goals where you're developing a new skill or you're learning something. So when it comes to fitness, if you're trying a new exercise, like, hey, I want to try some box jumps because I've never done those, or the battle rope, or some kettlebell swings. Try a new skill or a new exercise, and that's going to help you in your overall goal, which we all have the same goal here, and that's to be healthy and happy, and fitness is one of the main drivers of that. So being physically fit is really going to help you. Also, with the goal of losing weight, maybe you want to lose 30 pounds. How are you going to lose that 30 pounds? 1 pound at a time, right? It's a rhetorical question. Set your goal to lose 5 pounds. Right now, I do ultimately want to lose about 30 pounds. Now, that's a glorified guess because I don't know what my body's going to look like when I'm 30 pounds lighter. But I know in my head that I've weighed 175 pounds before, and I liked the way that my body looked at that weight. Ultimately, I'm guessing that my body will look good at that weight again, and that's how I came up with the goal of wanting to lose about 35 pounds. Now, I'm going to get there, but 35 or 30 pounds seems like a lot of weight. In order to do that, I'm going to have to lose 1 pound at a time. My next goal right now is to get down to 190 pounds. I'm at 195 pounds. I weighed myself this morning. That's only 5 more pounds, and that's going to be a lot easier to achieve, and it's not going to be as big of a guess because I know I can lose 5 pounds. I can do that, and that's why that's a better goal. Other goals when it comes to your fitness goals, lift 5 more pounds or do 5 more reps. This is going to be a good way to challenge yourself a little bit, move a little faster, push a little bit harder, and that way that's going to get you closer to your ultimate goal, which I think everybody can agree, that's get stronger, move better, and lose some weight. Also do some things that are healthy for our heart and our body. This will also work for cardio. You could push yourself to try to move a little bit more, try to get more distance if you're running on a treadmill or if you're outside. Can you run that extra mile? Now, a mile is probably too far, especially for a fat guy like me. I'm going to shoot for an extra block. Keep that in mind as well with your cardio and those types of goals as well. Just try to push yourself a little bit more than you did the previous workout to keep adding and compounding to what we are doing and achieving. Other good goals are eating clean or eating healthier, eating more vegetables. A good goal for that is just, hey, I want to eat 6 servings of vegetables a day. And these are really good, achievable goals that aren't too lofty and that you can do every day anywhere. right? So the fitness goals, obviously you got to kind of be in the gym for that, but you could have little goals like, hey, when I'm watching TV, I want to do 10 squats. I want to do 5 yoga poses every night. I want to meditate. I want to take 10 deep breaths and give myself a little bit of a break from all the thoughts that are coming in and out of my head all day, every day, at any time, right? So these are really tiny, achievable goals that you know you can hit, and ultimately, you're not going to have to guess to say, well, can I actually achieve that goal? Yeah, I know I could eat 6 servings of vegetables a day. That's really easy. Even if I didn't eat any vegetables all day, I could sit down at night before I go to bed and pound 6 servings of spinach if I had to, just to achieve that goal. Whereas if I wanted to lose 30 pounds and that's my ultimate goal, I can't sit down at the end of the night and just lose 30 pounds. Unless, of course, I do want to sacrifice a body limb. And I'm good with a saw. So what do you think of that? Do you think that that can actually help you improve achieving your goals? Set smaller goals that are all building blocks to your ultimate big goal of that six-pack, of that bikini body, of that beach body, but little bite-sized pieces that you can do and focus on every single day. Get creative with these. Think about different things that you can do at work and at home that will all lead up to your ultimate goal. So break your big, lofty goal down into smaller goals, and that's going to help you achieve that ultimate big goal. Because, again, when it all comes down to it, you're really just guessing. And the closer in time you can guess, right? So I'm saying that I want to lose 30 pounds. Okay, well, that's far away. That's further in time. And there's a lot of factors that could happen between now and then. But the smaller goal, I want to lose 2 pounds. Well, that's going to be pretty close. So that's a short-term goal. But leading up to the long-term goal, a lot less can happen in the amount of time that it takes me to lose 2 pounds to kind of throw me off course. And every time I achieve one of these little goals, I'm just going to get more and more confident and more of that steam going, wherein that ultimate goal is going to be achieved. And that's it. Set little smaller goals so that you're not guessing as much. And that way, you're going to be able to achieve those big goals. All right, it's time for a little bit of updates here. I'm going to jump into that question in just a second. But my wife and I just started the Whole30 diet. And it's like a 30-day challenge where you eat clean. The 3 things that you cut out, I mentioned that there were only 2, but I was wrong. There's 3 things you cut out. You cut out wheat and grains, beans and legumes, and dairy. Oh, and sugar. So those are all kind of clumped together. So it's like wheat and grains and stuff are one category. Then there's sugar, and then there's dairy. For the past week, my wife and I have pretty much lived on eggs, bacon. Yeah, you can have some bacon. There's all the fruit you want to eat. You can have that. And salad, spinach, lots of creative dressings that we've made. We made a ranch dressing that was made with coconut milk, and it was actually pretty tasty good. And then really for lunch, I'm having a serving of green beans and just some sliced turkey deli meats. And I've already lost 5 pounds. The weight kind of just falls off of me. Being involved in fitness and competing, when I was competing for powerlifting, you really kind of got to turn this on. And I know how to kind of cut everything out and really hone in and focus when the time is right, and the time was right for me. So I've already dropped 5 pounds. So the Whole30 diet's going pretty good. At the end of it, I'm going to give you an update, keep you in the loop as far as what I was doing and how it could work for you if you're interested in it. I just went to the library and got the Whole30 book, and I really didn't even read the whole thing. I really just wanted the recipes and what I could and could not eat, and then I can do the rest. I'm not counting calories. I'm not counting the amount or volume of what I'm eating. All I'm doing is sticking to the foods that are available to eat, and I'm not straying from that. So I'm a fan so far. I mean, the Whole30 diet, it's very similar to a lot of diets that are out there. Being in the bodybuilding world, surrounded by people that are doing that stuff, it's very similar. You're eating lots of vegetables and lean meats. The only real difference is that you're not allowed to have any rice on the Whole30 diet, which I know is also a very popular component to people who are competing in bodybuilding and powerlifting and things. But very similar diets, just lots of veggies and lean meats, and it really does work. Now on to the question here, having to do with vegetables. Now again, I am not a dietitian or a nutritionist. However, I do play one on TV. And Jeremy asks a diet question. He says, hey, I love kale, but I dislike the stumps. Am I missing out on valuable vitamins by de-stumping my kale? Just curious if anyone knows veggies down to that level. Thanks. Now, this was posted to our fitness group. That's a Colorado Springs fitness group on Facebook if you want to check it out. And I did research this, and from what I found from other dietitians and nutritionists, this is a popular topic. The kale stem is very tough, it's very bitter, and it is not pleasant to eat. The answer is, from what I've read and what I understand, you are not missing out on anything. The stump has more of the same. It's got the same vitamins, nutrients, everything that the leaves have. All you're missing out on is more of the same. If you take out the stump, you're not missing out on anything, maybe a little bit of extra fiber there, but there's nothing in the stem that is not in the leaves. So easy enough. If you are like me, and I would say 99% of people, you don't like that stump, you can go ahead and take it out and throw it away guilt-free. But why don't you go ahead and just eat the stump? Just suck it up. Man up, Eat that stump. What are you doing? Eat the stump. Don't be a wuss. Eat it. Eat the stump. I don't care. So there you go. Again, I am not a dietitian or a nutritionist. That's what I read from other dietitians and nutritionists, and they said you can throw away the stump. You're not missing out on anything there. Hey, yo, we are cruising along. Again, Under 10 Fitness, we support you working out, moving 10 minutes a day. It's great for the body. It's great for the mind, the soul, everything that goes into it. If all you have is 10 minutes, get a workout in every day. You can find the workouts at under10fitness.com. And on YouTube, all our workouts are there. We've got yoga, mobility, strength, cardio. Most of them, well, basically all of them are built so that you can do them at anywhere. They are body weight exercises. If you want to send in a question, please do so. Email me, drew@under10fitness.com. You can also join our Facebook group, Colorado Springs Fitness Group. Thank you very much for listening. There's a lot of choices out there, so I appreciate you listening to this podcast and my humdrum voice. Please subscribe to the show. Make sure you get the episodes whenever they release. I like to subscribe to my podcast. I probably got about 15 of them, and the new ones just automatically download when they are available, and I am connected to Wi-Fi, and that way I've always got something to listen to. So I would very much appreciate it if you do subscribe. Otherwise, I do just appreciate you being here and taking the time. As always, remember, stay motivated.
Thanks for listening to the Under 10 Fitness Podcast. Find workouts, mobility drills, and yoga online at under10fitness.com.